Everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. We're in the 3.5 Monster Manual, creeping towards the end of the book, and we are on the Wight. And we might do a 2 for tonight. I don't know. It's a little chilly in here. So the Wight is basically an intelligent undead. And they can energy drain you, and they can kill you and make you come back as a Wight. So they're pretty devastating in a party. And you become a Wight if you're killed by them in 1d4 rounds, it says, which is relatively quick. But I wanted a cool posture, so what it is, I went through hero clicks looking for broken ones and ones I wasn't going to use for anything D&D related, most likely. And I'm going to start with this body and see what I can do. Not a giant fan of these feet, but we can adjust those as needed. How we could probably just snip off the little point there and make them a little better. Just like that. And get an emery board. Hello, emery board, where are you? I found you. Oh, you're quite dull. And then just kind of clean those up a little bit and round them off and flatten the tops a little bit. And this harder plastic of this guy is actually really easy to work with for me. It's behaving well. I need to cut a little more off the bottom of that foot. I don't want that hand. I don't want that head for sure. So let's get the hand off there. That should be easy enough. And the head might be a little bit more of a fight because it's connected on that cloak. But I wanted to maintain that cloak because I thought it was cool. Worst case scenario. Yeah, I don't know if we can even get that cloak off there. So let's take the head. Oh, it came right off there. Sweet. All right, let's clean this neck area up a little bit. And let's look at some heads here. So I have some pretty derpy heads. Hero clicks occasionally like this one are pretty derpy. And those would be the ones you'd probably want to use for this project. That one's kind of big and weird, so I think we're going to take that one. What else do I have? I have that one. It's got some hair. I have this one. She's got like a good face for a Wight. But this dude's going to have this lady for a head here. I'm just going to get up in here. Snip that off. Let's see how we can put it to that body. And it's going to be a pretty easy fit. Okay. So I'm going to get my glue. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of melt it into the current shape we have going on here a little bit. And I'm just going to roll that around like it's maybe fabric or something. And then stick her head directly to that. Okay, cool. Now, that cape's a little long for not being on a flight stand, but I'm not sure if it's going to make this fall over or not. It's the only thing I'm thinking. It's on there pretty sturdy, though. All right, so I want my Wight to have longer hair like the one in the book had. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up here. I'm going to pull some down in crazy designs, so it looks more like the one in the book when I'm done. Okay. I'm going to roll it up and pull it back along that rough spot there. And I'm just going to let that cool. And then I'm going to work that back so that it goes along the cloak, and that'll hide any of the weird spots too. That's also going to strengthen up her head significantly. So let's figure out that hand situation. None of these have big hands because they're all female, but this one with a sword here, I don't think Wights predominantly use weapons, but it doesn't mean they can't. But we're going to leave that sword on there for now, just till we get it attached and in place good. So let's see if I left too much there. No, that looks like it's going to be okay. I'm going to get a tiny, tiny bit of glue. Just that little swatch right there, a little dibby dab. I'm going to move that around and get a good connection with that hand. Oh man, that was a mistake. This black cat hand's like grasping. But it's kind of small. Well, it's not that small. Let's see what we can do. All right. She's already missing an arm. Let's see what we can do with her. Same deal. Just getting a little swippy swap of glue. Nope, that's too much. That's all right. We'll make it work. Yeah, that hand is way, way cooler. Definitely cooler. Clean that up a little bit. And then this should be pretty cool up here. So what we want to do is we're going to start working the tip of our glue gun in there and getting some hair going. And we want to kind of go back and down. Okay. And if we see there's not enough, we can add more later. We want to make sure there's some kind of hair texture with that, you know, just long lines. And some of them can overlap and go across each other a little bit, and that'll make the hair look a little more natural and not as well kept. And I've decided I'm going to come down on the side of her face here. What's going to be a he. And add some more there. We'll let that cool. I also kind of don't like that bump up here. So I'm going to snip that off a little bit and just kind of work the glue into that. Yeah, I like that better. As that cools, it's on her face now. We're going to drag that down and do the dips in that too. Then we'll let it cool again and we'll come back through and get all our lines cleaned up and get rid of fuzzies. All right. And seems pretty good. We'll have to get some baking soda and super glue on that. The head's not going anywhere. All right. I'm just going to get a couple little bumps I don't like and then restructure those real quick. Then we want to put this thing in on a base. I need to blow my nose, but I don't have anything handy right here. I have toilet paper over there, but I don't want to make a bunch of noise on film. Because that's not what you came here for, to hear me blowing my nose, tooting the air out of my snot canals. I'm going to pull him back a little bit. And I'm going to sprinkle some glue down in there, just to try to get it to stick a little better. Oop, I lost it. Of course I damn did. All right, let's get that. We'll try it again. A bit of glue. Only one of these feet are going to fit flat. And that's where I messed up, I think. Okay. Shit, you ass. Oh, crap. Look what I did. This is probably not the smart way to do this, but I'm just going to grab that the best I can like this and try to pull that glue away. Just like that, slowly and carefully. I did not realize I got glue on the top of the foot. We don't want glue on the top of the foot, so. We'll carefully scratch that off. And I don't think I'm going to get it perfect, but I'm darn well going to try to get it good. All right, let's try it again. Let's try it carefully. All right. Hope I don't drop it this time, right? I'm pulling that back some. I'm going to get a good bit of glue on here, or baking soda on here. Still not catching. I don't know why. You think it would be. Now it's there permanently, though. No worries. Okay. So, we gotta do that hand yet. Let's get any spider webs we have left. Shouldn't be much. All right. And we'll do that hand. Okay. Okay. Just do a couple touch-ups on the hair. Just real easy. Just any little weird strings or off pieces you don't like. This is the time to fix those. All right. Sturdy? Yeah, sturdy. All right, so before I base coat this in black with rattle can, let me get all my pieces. Before I base coat this black with a rattle can, wait, there's something else we could do real quick. This might not be a good idea, but it might be an amazing idea. If you have any kind of foam counting devices or anything like this is part of a pie for showing like fractions. It's made out of a good rubber. It's a little bit thick. Okay. Oops. There we go. Burn the top of it a little bit with my minor burning hand spell. I'm going to glue that to the base to be like a tombstone. I'm going to get just a tiny dibby dab of glue. Okay. I'm going to stick that there like that at kind of an angle. And then I'm going to get super glue and get around it and kind of melt it into the ground with the baking soda like that. And then just to make sure it's good and sturdy, I'm just going to get my glue. I'm just going to get a little bit on there and rub it around. You could actually give it a nice stone texture with that if you wanted to really put the effort into that. All you'd have to do, let me get that all around on that whole thing. Get the sides and the front. Make sure it's covered. All you'd have to do if you want to give it some stone texture is just sprinkle some on there like this. And you don't have to do it real thick. All right, so this is going to be our white. So if you like what we're doing here on the channel, and some days I don't, but please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon, and comment. And I will tell you this, we didn't have to do that. I just recently picked up the Descent board game used for 60 bucks with all, like, whatever, 100 miniatures in it or whatever it is. And it was missing the little player cards. We had this dude who we could have painted up as a white and been done already. So I show you this because you might not have that piece, but you probably have HeroClix or miniatures that aren't very good for other things that you could tear apart and make stuff out of. Another thing you could do to help out besides all that call to action shit is go to the Discord and hang out with us. Let us know that someone's out there and they're part of the team and they're watching and they're in. And the last thing you could do is go to the website and buy miniatures. And when I say miniatures, I don't mean like these miniatures that I'm making here on the channel. I mean real Dungeon Swag miniatures. So check that out if you could. Thanks for watching.